Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
Hi, welcome to another episode of News from the World of MBA, where we take a look at the top 5 trending headlines from the world of MBA and business in the past week. In today's episode, we will take a look at some announcements from the IIMs, a very important update about admissions to foreign B schools, and some major changes to the NMAT paper pattern in 2020. Let's dive in. In many previous episodes, we've reported that the IIM seemed to be inclined towards starting the MBA program online for the new incoming batch, and now it's finally happened. IIM K, IIM Rohtak, and IIM Amritsar have announced that the new MBA batch will begin the MBA program online. Now I think it's only a matter of time before more IIMs make similar announcements about taking their courses online. IIM Rohtak's director has told the Indian Express that the institute will conduct 25% additional sessions just for discussions with students so that the online education process is smoother for them. Similar adjustments have also been made by IIM Amritsar, which will also be providing recordings of the sessions to its students. IMK's new batch of 492 students will commence the program online around mid-August. XLRI has announced that it has commenced the intake process for its Delhi NCR campus. The new campus, which is in Jhajjar in Haryana, will have 120 students in its first business management batch. The director of the new campus has said that the admissions process, curriculum, and placements process will be similar to that of the Jamshedpur campus. Now, while we are here, there's been a very popular debate that I'd like for you to be a part of, which is on brand dilution. As you're aware, new and baby IIMs have been established since 2010 onward. IIFT has a Kolkata campus, FMS has a Varanasi campus, and many private institutes like IMT, MDI, NMIMS, SIBM, and now XLRI have other campuses as well. Now, here's the question. Do you think having many B schools under one brand leads to brand dilution? What's better, having more seats in the same institute or establishing a new institute altogether to accommodate more students? I'd love to know your views on this, so please do let me know in the comments below. IIM Kozhikode, which has 10% weight for academic and gender diversity in its selection criteria, has announced that more than half its new MBA batch comprises of women. Additionally, 40% of the batch comprises non-engineers. To compare, the batch of 2021 had less than 30% non-engineers. In an earlier episode, which had a lot of debate in its comments section, we'd also talked about how IIM Rohtak went on to get almost 70% women in its new batch. This goes on to show that with each passing year, IIMs are looking to push the boundaries of diversity in the MBA classroom. This may also reflect in the selection criteria that will be released in 2020. The B school admission season has now begun in Europe and America. Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, Yale, Kellogg, Chicago, Booth, and many other top-ranked institutes have now opened up the admissions process for the batch joining in 2021. The closest deadline for submitting your application is on September 8th for the Harvard Business School. So if you're preparing to apply, now is the time to plan and take the GMAT or the GRE and get your SOPs and resume ready. You may also have to take the IELTS or TOEFL exam for admissions to foreign B schools. Now, if you're someone who has no idea about the admissions process for an MBA abroad, I recommend that you start with this very insightful and concise post on Inside IIM by an IIM Lucknow student. The link will be in the description. And now for the big news. NMAT is the management entrance exam that is a gateway for admission to NMIMS Mumbai's MBA program. This exam is usually easier in difficulty as compared to exams like CAT and XAT, but requires you to be really fast and have great time management. Now, GMAT has announced changes to the NMAT paper pattern, and these are big changes. To begin with, NMAT 2020 will be a computerized adaptive test, much like the GMAT exam, which is also conducted by GMAT. So what does a computerized adaptive test mean? To put it simply, this means that the exam will adapt to what your ability is. That is, in a test, if you attempt more questions correctly, future questions that you will see in the test will become progressively tough. And if you attempt them incorrectly, they become progressively easier. Of course, if you attempt them incorrectly, you'll have a lower score as well. There's another thing. Now, test takers will be able to see their results just 48 hours or 2 days after they have taken NMAT. No more waiting for weeks together and no more confusion about when to plan the next NMAT attempt. It's all very quick now. Apart from this, there's also been a change in the NMAT paper pattern. Let's take a look at the breakdown of the new paper pattern. So here's what's changed. The total number of questions has gone down by 12 and the overall time for the test has increased by 2 minutes. Now each section will have an identical number of questions, that is 36 questions. The maximum change has come in the quant section, with the number of questions being reduced by 12 in this section and the time reducing from 1 hour to now 52 minutes. But what's most important for all NMAT aspirants is to note that now for the LR or the logical reasoning section, you will have more than 1 minute available per question. Earlier, this was just 57 seconds. What do you think of these changes to the NMAT paper pattern? What do you feel about NMAT becoming a computer adaptive test? Let me know what you think in the comments, and very soon I'll come back to you with more details about important NMAT dates as and when they're released. I'll see you next week with more updates from the world of MBA and business.
Hi guys, Inside IM has come up with an exciting new one-on-one mentorship product where you get to interact with superstar managers from different businesses, different functions. You can ask them everything around your career, your education, your future success. If you are interested, the link is in the description below. Thanks.